You boys look like a weird heavy metal band.
Yes, we are band.
Really?
Yeah.
So what do you play?
Symphonic post-apocalyptic reindeer grinding Christ abusing extreme war pagan Fennoscandic metal.
Right. Really interesting.
What's up, everyone? DJ Nubis here with you on the Metal Time Radio podcast with another trailer reaction. Today, I'm doing Faces of Death. And just like it says, this is a remake of the 1978 film that came out. Now, there's a lot to this because initially when Faces of Death came out, way back when, there was stories and sort of a mystery and mythology that the things that happened in that movie were real. And in some cases it might be. I know that I own like a video cassette from the 90s called Banned from TV. And in that you have video footage of like a guy who I think raped a girl in a third world country and they set him on fire next to a tree. Like that was his punishment. They just lit his ass on fire, right? Very barbaric, but you know, some countries will behave in that manner. Then you have the famous girl that I can't remember her name, but off the coast of Chile, she was swimming with some other students and she got attacked by a great white, which took her leg. So there's some footage of that. And then, of course, another one was, if I recall, some very busy train tracks, like those fast trains, like the super trains. And because there's like 3 tracks, you know, you had people crossing when the trains were stopped. But one lady kept kind of going across and there was another train in the second lane. It hit her. Now, granted, it's happened so fast that like she flies back towards the camera and you don't really see any blood or anything. But the reality is that it was footage that was taken of tragic events that were caught. And, you know, we see some on Twitter now and all that kind of stuff. But back in the day when this came out, the original one, you know, you had the monkey where people would sit around a table and the monkey was in between and they would smash the head, eating the brains out as the monkey was suffering, or, you know, some other crazy shit that was going on in the movie. It's been so long since I've seen any of those movies back then, but after a while it got exposed that a lot of the stuff was fake and just, you know, it was sort of like the Blair Witch Project before the Blair Witch Project, because it was all based upon like rumors and gossip and stuff like that. So this film, of course, is a remake directed by Daniel Goldhaber, and it stars Barbie Ferreira, Darcy or Dacre Montgomery, Josie Toha, Jermaine Fowler, and Charli XCX, who I know her just because she's a singer or a musician who creates like pop music. And she did a song a while back called I Love It, which is very catchy and is one of my favorite pop tunes, my rarities that I like in terms of pop culture. But the approach to this film is very interesting, which I do like. And so the premise is a woman who moderates a YouTube-like platform responsible for filtering out any content that is offensive or violent comes across a group on a website that appears to be reenacting the murders from the original film. As misinformation spreads widely online, she must determine whether the killings are real or staged. So basically, they're just playing off of that whole mythology back then about whether or not Faces of Death was actually real snuff footage or not. So I kind of dig this plot, and it'll be interesting to see how this trailer plays out. So let's go ahead and check out Faces of Death. And this is a Red Band trailer, so Should be kind of gory.
Here at Kino Moderation, we protect people. The young, the innocent. When you come across content that violates policy, flag it and move on. You may be tempted to look into it outside of work, but don't even think about it if you can help it.
Now it is time to witness the many faces of death.
What's up? Shudder.
I've been
Nice.
seeing these videos, all based off this old horror movie called Faces of Death. Do you think this could be real executions?
Leave it up. Support the trend. That is the first rule of content creation. Give the people what they want.
Many faces of death.
You need to listen to me about these videos. I need to do something.
It is the attention economy. And baby, business is booming.
Many faces of death.
What are you watching?
Want to see?
Yeah. Okay. So I get it. This could go either one or two ways, right? So it's either going to be they are staging them and just kind of making them look real, or it's actually going to be a real horror movie and they're actually doing it for real. So the premise is good. Special effects look good. And it actually looks like a decent plot. I don't know if I would necessarily, well, it's coming to Shudder, so I don't think I'd run out the theaters to see this. But I wonder how much they're going to push the envelope. Now, obviously, over time, the way that movies were made back then, like back then they were very taboo to kind of make stuff like this. So now it's like we've seen so many films like, a Serbian film is crazy as fuck, right? So when you see something like that, this is probably going to be kind of tame compared to that. So the way that filmmaking is now, where a lot of independent directors just go for the broke, and stuff like Hostel and all that, it's been pushing those envelopes for a while now in terms of graphic violence and whatnot. So but this looks interesting. I think I'm kind of down with like what they're trying to do with it, and I like that they're playing off that whole mysterious aspect of the original film. But let me know your thoughts in the comments there, and let me know what you feel about it. Did you ever see the original series of films, and what did you think about them? But yeah, hit the like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts, and we'll see you next time on the Military Podcast.